So, Madam Minister, please offer a few remarks.
Good morning, everyone. His Excellency Peter C.Y. Chen, Ambassador, Taiwan Embassy in St. Lucia, and other colleagues from the Taiwanese Embassy. Mr. John Calix, Chairman of the Board of Governors of Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Dr. Keith Nurse, Principal President of Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Mr. Mario Chang, Chief Taiwan Technical Mission, the officials from the Taiwanese Embassy and the Taiwan Technical Mission, specially invited guests, staff and colleagues of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, members of the media, good morning. When I assumed this office a little over 5 years ago, and with some very good advice and consultation with persons whose names won't be mentioned, we insisted that we embrace the nomenclature innovation in the title of the ministry. Every day that I have sat in this chair, and every endeavor that we have embarked upon has solidified in my mind what a divine pronouncement that was when indeed we named what previously was the Ministry of Education and Culture to be called instead Ministry of Education, Innovation, Gender Relations, and Sustainable Development. And I thank God for having gifted me the talented friends, mentors, and other advisors I have who helped me pull those very key terms together to name the ministry. But there is much more to it than just a name. In fact, we recognized at the time that the word technology in and of itself was woefully inadequate to capture what it is we had envisaged for the people of St. Lucia, and of course, for the ministry as a lead agency. We also recognized too that at that time, gender relations had assumed some kind of nondescript, uncomfortable place within our parlance and policy framework. And so I wanted it to be situated in a home that made it a priority, and that gender relations would not be relegated to issues that are concerned with only the abuse of men, children, and girls, but rather it was important to ensure that we have a legislative and regulatory framework that allows for the advancement of girls and women in our society and the protection of their rights, especially the vulnerable among them. It is in that same spirit, therefore, that when we thought of innovation, that we knew we were talking about much more than technological innovation, but that of necessity we would have to emphasize on process innovation, recalibrating our mindset, ensuring that we facilitate St. Lucians, we empower them to tap within what it is that is authentically St. Lucian, natural talents, gifts, and capacity, all pulled together to come up with solutions that are context-specific and speak to the particularities of our society. Because technology on its own cannot fix problems. You can have the most advanced technology, but if you do not have the supporting policy framework, the right mindset, the technical competence, the broadband, the bandwidth, the accompanying capacity, human, physical, and financial, then much of our dreams come to naught. That is why I made it here, to say thank you. To say thank you to the government and people of Taiwan for your unwavering support and partnership. We can afford to dream here in St. Lucia beyond the natural capacity of the Consolidated Fund because we have friends like you. So thank you so much. Please, that's quite appropriate actually. What we are doing here today is another testament of your partnership, your belief in the path that St. Lucia is on, the tangent that we have assumed that is of paramount importance to us because it recognizes that as a third world country, we should not be caught on the hard shoulder of life while the rest of the world speeds past us. And it is thanks to you that we can ensure that whether it be at the tertiary level, the secondary school level, at the primary or infant school level, in communities with the GI net and free Wi-Fi, that we can count on you to ensure that our citizens too can be adequately equipped to participate meaningfully in the global economy, and especially in the global knowledge economy. I thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, before we leave, I would like to invite, just for a photo op, Principal and Ambassador Chan and Mario to sit at the head table. And I'm sorry, I keep pointing at him. And we will just do a photo op with the Minister before we move on to the Innovation Hub. Looks like we have some sunshine, so we will head over to the Innovation Hub building for a few photos. And let me thank all of you who joined us on the live stream. Stay tuned to our social media pages. We will bring you some additional footage and photos from our photo op next to the Innovation Hub. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.